Are you in B2B sales, and do you often feel that your negotiations with procurement professionals could have gone better? If so, you're not alone. Procurement functions in mid-sized and large companies have steadily gained influence and power. And to ensure they deliver results, procurement people are now very well trained in the art of negotiation. So where does that leave you as a B2B salesperson? How can you get the upper hand in negotiations? That's the question I'll be answering in a moment. My name is Armin Breivik. If you're in B2B sales, you are in the right place, because on this channel, I answer all your questions about how procurement thinks, plans, and acts. I share insider information based on more than 2 decades in procurement and sales. My mission is simply to help you sell more in less time by taking control of your relationships with procurement. Today I'll answer the question, what can you do to become more effective when negotiating with procurement? That's in fact one of the things that I spoke to award-winning B2B sales performance coach Rick Lambert about when I was invited as a guest on his podcast, The SMarketing Show. The show is co-hosted by Melissa Theriault, and in addition to discussing negotiation, the 3 of us also talked about request for proposal, how salespeople can influence the requirements and ultimately win the deal. Rick estimates that less than 5% of sales professionals have had any negotiation training whatsoever, and yet 80% of them have some variable component to their compensation that's driven by profit. On the procurement side, the picture looks very different. My estimate is that almost all procurement professionals will have had some sort of negotiation training. So what can B2B salespeople do to stand up to the better skilled procurement folks? Well, there are 3 key things here that I'd like to highlight. The first is getting deeper insights about procurement. Knowing as much as possible about the person you negotiate with is always good advice. It's no different when that person on the other side of the negotiating table is a procurement professional. And these are the type of things that you need to know. So you need to know what makes the procurement professional tick. What are they rewarded for achieving? How are they rewarded? And what misalignment might there be between procurement and the views of stakeholders? Secondly, getting inside the head of procurement professionals, and by that I mean understanding how they think, is very helpful. The biggest change that has shaped procurement thinking over the past 20 years is the evolution of category management. Category management is a strategic way of looking at all the company's external spend. This common and almost universally adopted methodology has helped create widely adopted paradigms around things such as collaboration with the economic buyer, supplier performance, and supplier-related risks. The third thing you can do before facing procurement at the negotiating table is to be aware of their most common ploys and tactics. Think of all the tactics that you've already been at the receiving end of and brainstorm more effective ways of dealing with them next time around. When you come across a new tactic, add it to the list and do another brainstorm. These could be tactics such as good cop versus bad cop routine, presenting you with unfair contract terms, or the salami tactic of extracting concessions from you slice by slice. If dealing more effectively with procurement is important to you, then you could really benefit from subscribing to my LinkedIn newsletter called Selling to Procurement. I share new tips and insights every week, and you will not be asked to enter an email address to subscribe. Just follow the link below, and once you're on the LinkedIn platform, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.